Hey guys, how's it going? I'm sorry about the lighting situation, but this is Denny from Start over. Hey guys, how's it going? This is Denny from Diagnostics. I'm sorry about the lighting situation, but I'm actually having an issue with my own personal car, and I wanted to diagnose it with you guys, and I thought it'd be a perfect time to do it, although it's dark. So I need it tomorrow for work, so I'm gonna have to do what we gotta do, I guess, fellas and ladies. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the past couple of weeks, it's been having this little surging issue, and it only does it at, like, I want to say idle or coasting. But within the last day or so, it's gotten pretty bad, recognizably bad, and I'm pretty sure it's going to cause me an issue where it won't start one of these times. And it's probably nothing worse than the guy you call to fix your car, his car don't run. So we can't have that. So what we're going to do is we're going to check secondary ignition, get an idea where we're at, and go from there. So without further ado, let's get into that. Now, like I said, can't use the flash on my camera because my OTG cable is plugged in with my HS512 Max, which you can see is right here. So we're going to set this up, and then I'm going to switch over to the on-screen recorder, and then we will continue from there. So give me 1 second, and I'll be right back with the rest of this stuff. Alright, we're back. Now, you guys might make fun of me, but I have this on my key ring. Well, first off, that's a 3D printed carabiner, actually. And that is a cable hanger that goes on my keys, because you never know when you might need one. So like right now, in a pinch, in an emergency, I'm going to take this, and I'm going to hang it off of my hood flap here, to the reach of my hood thing here. I'm just grab one of the others. So let me just bring you guys up there and look at that. Oh, there you go. Hanging up there off the thing. Got my camera angle funky. There you go, hanging up there. So, then what we'll do, you guys back down here. Okay, so now we're going to take my secondary ignition pickup you guys all have seen. And let's get it in there. Come on, folks. Alright, now that we got that secondary ignition in there, and I got the wires untangled, I'm going to bring the wire up here, and I'm going to hook it in the hook up here, keep it up off the engine. And then we're going to plug this into channel 1 of the scope. Okay, so before we get any further ado, let me show you guys that setup there real quick. Should have done this in the first place. So you see we got that hanging up there on the key. When the key's up there on the wire hanger, running back down to the secondary ignition pickup, which we're going to put on the coil packs. So let me switch over to the screen recorder, and then we will start putting it on the coil packs. Hey guys, we're back again here now. We're on screen with the scope here, we're on H scope. So like I said in the previous one of those previous videos, somewhere around 75 kilosamples. We'll bump this up to, let's just go like 16 volts. There's plenty enough voltage on that. So like I said, we're going to go ahead and get rid of that. I don't know what that's doing. Okay, so now we got that going there at like 16 volts. Got that going 16 volts now. We got her at 75 kilosamples, which should be enough. We're going to go ahead and set a trigger here. We're going to bring it up to just up high enough to catch it. And then we're going to put this secondary pickup on coil pack number 1, just because it's closest and easiest, honestly. Why not, right? Okay. So there, now we've got our ignition pattern. Okay, bring this up a little higher. Okay, so now, got a nice little ignition pattern there going on. That's actually looking pretty good. So now, that's cylinder 1 ignition. Now, I like to let it go for a little while because you never know what you might miss, see, catch, don't catch if you go too quick. So I like to let it ride for a little bit. And then I go on to the next one, and on to the next one, and just keep going till I see maybe I got an issue somewhere. Now, I can tell you that there's something wrong with this one already, and this is actually the cylinder that's bad, so I apologize, but that right there is the problem. Now, if we let's go ahead and save this real quick, just to save it, okay? So now, I don't know if anybody has ever told you, but if you go back down to here, right? Let's hit play. So you know, on an ignition pattern, this waveform right here, which obviously is your ignition, if you put a line through the middle of this right here, anything that happens on the left hand side of this is outside the cylinder. Anything that happens on the right side of that line is inside the cylinder. So, going with that math, or with that rule of thumb, if we put this back up where we had it, way up here, and we hit play again, and we wait, gets that waveform right there, okay. So now, there is no spark line on that, so that's charging, coil, bam, and then we get the giant KV right there, right? Giant KV, short burn time, or sometimes we don't even get the spark line, we just get a straight KV spike right there. So that means that our problem is outside the cylinder, because that's on the left side of that line, right? So that's the coil closing, coil collapsing, that's our KV spark line right there, and look how high our KV is and how short our burn time is right there. So I was told that the spark line is like a piece of rope. It's only so long. So with a shorter KV, you're gonna have a longer burn time. With a shorter burn time, you're gonna have a higher KV. So like this pattern right here, we're gonna stop right here real quick. Right there, that pattern right there. If you look super close, let's zoom in here some, if we can. See, there's a little wee tiny bit of a spark line right there. That's all there is. Now the rest of this is just plain old out KV. That's just plain old out spark line right there. So what that means to me is we have an outside of the cylinder issue. So now let's save this one also. Like I said, I always link these to my videos, so you'll be able to find this in YouTube video, or find the video from the waveform, or vice versa. So then I'm going to go ahead and save this. Okay. Now we're going to switch back to the. Okay. So now that we're recording this again, that was cylinder 1. Which, let me take this out of here. I don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to try. Pull this out of this. Pop you guys out of the tripod here real quick. Okay. Let me try some over here. I don't know if you guys can hear it, probably not, because I have my headphones on, but that's the cylinder you have an issue with. And if you listen closely, which I heard after the fact of testing it, you can actually hear the spark plug, the coil pack sparking outside the cylinder. That real deep, you know what I mean, that real deep popping noise you can't mistake for anything else. You can actually hear it popping outside of the cylinder. So that is my issue. And if I look, the bolt is tight and the coil pack is loose. Probably notice the rubber grommet around the coil pack has deteriorated and is completely gone. So I want to put the rubber grommet back in there. I got a new one. We'll throw it back in there, and I'm going to put the coil pack back in. We're going to restart it and see if that takes care of our issue. And we're going to do another waveform after it too. So give me 1 minute, guys, and I'll be right back with you after I do these changes. Hey guys, we're back. So I put that new grommet in there, and I also realized that the bolt, the plastic valve cover has a metal insert pressed into it that the coil pack actually bolts to. And I also realized that brass metal insert that's pressed in there was coming loose. So I pushed it back down in, fixed it up all good, and then put that rubber seal back in there again. It obviously needs a new coil pack, but as you can see by the spark pattern there, it's definitely going to need a new coil pack. But for the time being, it has at least fixed my surging issue, and I know what I need to buy in order to fix said issue. But as you can see, it looks way better. And I guess after this video, you guys will also know how to make my secondary ignition pickup, because I'm going to do a little short video on that too. Figure why not. And then I'll link to the STL file in there, and you guys can make your own if you would like to do that. So yeah, without further ado, I'd say that's a fix, buddy. That's what I'm going to call that. So yeah. Hey guys, we're back inside now. A little cold, a little dark out there. I want to go over a few things really quick. First thing before I forget, if you need a BNC to BNC cable, right, and you need a long one, take your automotive leads, right, just regular plain old automotive leads, and hook your red to your red, your black to your black, and now you have a super long BNC to BNC cord. if you wanted to use like a secondary pickup that's BNC. Now, with that being said, what would be really cool is if we could get my channel to 50 subscribers. So if you like, comment, and share this video, and we can get up to 50 subscribers, I'm going to give away a secondary ignition pickup with a relay in it. Your choice of colors. Have orange, navy blue, Ford blue, white, and I think that's about it. But anyway, got that, and either the big hook, the big cable hook, or the 3D printed carabiner and miniature hook that you guys saw in this video. So, like I said, like, share, comment, trying to get to 50 subscribers. We're already at 30. I don't think 50 is that big of a stretch. So, now, I think I'm going to do this a little different because I kind of don't have a relay to use. So, I think I'm going to use, like, pictures in order to do this. So, let me get this set up here really quick. Let me bring you guys back up here, like this. I think it's going to be the easiest way. I'm also going to post these pictures in the video too, so you'll be able to see what's going on here. But at the same time, let me bring this back some. Okay, so now, with this being set up like this, let me get rid of this. Okay, we're going to go to gallery. We're going to scroll down to the pictures right here. Okay, so on your relay, maybe, here we go. On your relay, right? I'm going to insert the actual picture here, but on your relay, you're going to have your coil inside is going to have a wire that comes out of the bottom outside of the coil inside. You're going to have one that looks like it comes out of the middle underneath. The one that comes out on the outside, like it's the last wrap around the outside of the coil and then goes over to the pin, that's the one you want your positive lead hooked to for your BNC or the center pin. And then the one that comes out the middle to the terminal is the one you want to put your negative lead to, or the outside of your BNC. And really that's all there is to it. And do not forget to take out that resistor that is in this picture right here. Do not forget to take that resistor out of there, because with that in there, your waveform will be really, really small. And then I soldered leads to mine because I was doing a double one. I plan to make it so I can do a parade pattern. I can hook a bunch of them together. And then you just push the relay back up inside the 3D printed box. I'm going to link to the file for the 3D printed box, which is this thing. And I'm going to link to the wire hanger, the carabiner, and the little wire hanger, all in this video too at the same time. So that's going to be the game plan here. I think that's going to be the easiest way to do it. Like I said, it's very simple to make. I cut the top of the leads off of the relay. Break the two. You need 85 and 86. 87 and 30 you can break off and throw away, and 85 and 86 I actually break off that they're only like, I don't know, 1/4 inch tall, as you can see in the photo, and then I solder my wires to it and then out through the hole in the side of the STL file that you actually have to punch through. That is how I do that. Solder the wires to it, pull them through, push the relay up in there, you're done. That's all it takes to make this. It's very simple. As far as attenuation, I don't use any on mine. I haven't found any over like 7 volts. But if you want to be safe, use the attenuator. You can always go down voltage, but if you go too high at once, that's usually about all it takes. So it's usually better to use your attenuator and take it off if you don't need it. That's that. Now let's go back to this right here.